I don't know who needs to hear this, but I am going to say it because I have been going through this for the past 2 weeks now. I have realized that I have been feeling lethargic and really sleepy. No, just tired. Overall, I am tired during the day. I feel like I just want to go to sleep. And when the night comes, most times I realize that I could not sleep. I was having difficulty sleeping. Most of the nights I didn't even sleep. I stayed up and I tossed and I turned in bed. One night I was having difficulty sleeping and I heard a voice saying to me, "Since you are having trouble sleeping, why don't you pray?" I opened my eyes, I looked around, I was like, "What? Who said that?" The voice repeated again, "Since you are not sleeping and you can sleep, why don't you pray?" So I was like, but I want to sleep. I'm tired. I just can't sleep. So, anyways, the voice was like, "You know what? There's lots of things you can pray about. You can pray for Africa. You can pray for America. You can pray for your family. Pray for that. And it was basically giving a lot of rundown over the things that I could pray about. So I welcomed that into my spirit and I said, okay, despite me feeling very tired, I am going to obey this voice and pray. I got up from my position, I sat down on the bed, and I started praying. I do not recall what hour of the night this was. I did not look at the time, but I prayed, and about, I think about 15 minutes into my prayer, I felt a strong, energetic presence that was coming into the atmosphere where I was. And this strong, energetic presence was so strong. I mean, it was overwhelmingly strong. It was not the same that I've always felt when I sensed the Holy Spirit like telling me things, or even when I sensed the spirit of the Comforter or Yahusha. That strong energetic presence, I did not understand what it was. So I thought it was a bunch of angels that had come in at once, and I was sensing all of their energy. But it turns out that later on I found out that it was the presence of God himself, and that presence, right, while I prayed, it was just like, I don't know, it was a very strong presence. It was overwhelmingly powerful. I have never, in my knowing myself, reading the Bible and praying, ever felt such a presence like that. And it was I was urged to pray during the time that I was fasting. That was a couple of months ago. So I guess that's why I had the honor of receiving the presence of God personally. But I didn't know that it was God. I was like, oh my goodness, should I run? What is this over powerful presence that I am not used to, that I'm feeling, right? So later on, I got a download that I was being attacked by the enemy. He was trying to, not that very night, but a couple of days after that, he was trying to discourage me. He was trying to remove my faith. He was trying to remove my protective covering over me that Yahweh has placed on my life, because I walk with him and I talk with him. So I realize now that, oh, that's why I'm being attacked. Because if you hear my voice now and watch my other previous videos, you'll realize that my voice sounds totally different. My voice is being attacked. And other areas of my life right now, I am going through battle. I have to get up and seriously be praying now more than ever. That's how I combat the attacks of the enemy. And I'm here to tell you that the past couple of days, he has even stooped to the level of playing mind games. It has been a mental challenge because I can recall going about my day, and I hear negative things in my head. I know that this is not of Yahushua HaMashiach. I know that this is the enemy himself and his minions trying to sow seeds of doubt inside of my head by saying negative things. And some of the things are not only negative, they're disrespectful. Like, he would say something like, oh, this is gonna work out for you, and then you hear later on, psych, who you think I'm talking to, ITCA. I'm like, what? Yahusha wouldn't say something like that. I mean, this is not him. And then I'll hear him laughing, and I'm like, oh, I see. And then you have times when I hear multiple different voices saying negative things, and I knew that, oh, so I am currently being attacked mentally now. This is a new device that the enemy is trying to use against me. So I was thinking that maybe because a breakthrough is around the corner, he is amplifying his attacks because he realizes that he does not want the children of Yahweh to step into their purpose. He does not want us to speak. So my voice is being attacked, my mental is being attacked, and a lot of other things. But it just goes to say that, I mean, if you are in the same situation and you can agree that, yes, you have been feeling some type of way about this too, then it might be a sign to you that you need to pray more and not lose faith. Don't be discouraged, because I am still fighting through it. I'm pulling through it. I prayed, and I even received prayer from loved ones who were very powerful in praying, and I've not heard the voices after that, right, since today. So I'm good now with the negative voices and the negative attack speech mentally. So I'm saying this just to say, like, stay in there. The purpose, you see, the purpose and the life destiny journey that you are on, that you have been commissioned by Yahweh to start, continue it. Focus on it, because he is not just giving you this so that you can have something to pass your time. It is something for you to use to save souls. It is something for you to use as a tool to bring in the end time harvest that he is working on. And you will not be able to go into whatever pathway he's trying to bring you to if you are going to let the enemy in this time and his attacks against you stop you from your breakthrough. Remember that when you hear the negative voices, if you've not rebuked them yet, remember that if he uses a family member as a vessel to attack you, remember that it is just spiritual warfare. You have to fight the spiritual with the spiritual, right? Go into prayer, go into fasting, because there are things in this realm. Since the veil is slowly lifting, we are getting more attacks, especially when our breakthrough is around the corner. So be of good faith and be comforted, and continue to work on those things that he told you to work on. Build that job, build that business, write that book, write those songs and step